All right, today we're starting the discussion on hand tools. And I'm sorry if you already know this, but we have to go through it in order to make sure that we all know the same stuff, okay?
Okay.
It's not difficult. A lot of it's intuitive, but there are some special things on the AAA test that you will need to know throughout this hand tool course, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna use this. This is our tool controlled. This toolbox is almost finished with tool control, okay? So we look in here and we see screwdrivers in drawer 1. And I will be giving you all assignments for which toolbox you're going to be in. But this is toolbox 1A. This other side is toolbox 1B, okay? So we have toolbox 2 is for the second years, but 3 and 4 are out here and we're going to be working on them. All right, so I'm just going to start with the first things here. Anybody know what these are?
Screwdriver.
Phillips screwdrivers. Okay. Does anybody know why they're called that?
Because
The person who created them?
Because I guess Philip made them. I don't know. But, okay, so you see the two different tip sizes.
yes.
What are they?
Different sizes.
for
Yes.
different screws.
How do you know where to check for that?
Somewhere.
Bottom?
These are on the bottom, the Craftsman are on the side. This is a 1, number 1 Phillips. And they are for doing smaller screws. These are all aviation screws here. All right, so this is a number 6 screw, and we will be going through hardware next, okay? So this has a number 1 Phillips head screwdriver tip that you use on it, okay? Number 6. Can you all see the size of that? How small it is?
Pretty tiny.
So yes, so this is a number 8 screw, and this is a number 10 screw.
6.
Don't worry about the lengths. It's the diameters that we're worried about right now. So the number 8 and number 10 screws use a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Okay? This is what we use most of the time. If this does not fit in the screw snugly, either the screwdriver is worn out like this one is, but if we try to use this screwdriver with this screw, it doesn't fit in at all, okay? There's no way you can turn that. So you have to then go to the number 1 screwdriver, and it fits right in, and it's snug, okay?
Okay.
Any questions on number 1 and number 2 Phillips screwdrivers?
No.
How do you use a screwdriver?
How do you use it? Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Righty tighty. You got it.
Okay? Or, what is it? Clockwise to tighten?
I don't know.
Counterclockwise to loosen.
Yeah.
Unless you're standing upside down, and then it's still counterclockwise to tighten. Counterclockwise to loosen. All right.
That's fine.
So,
Screw it up anyway.
the other screwdrivers we have here, these are called,
Flathead.
what else?
Flat.
What else?
Screwdriver.
Skinny.
Common.
Common.
You'll need to know the name for the test. Okay? Common
Okay.
screwdriver. Why is that? Because it was very common back in its day.
Who would have known?
Because back when they had simple machines, like the guy that at the anvil making square nails, this was what you had. You had one slot because they couldn't manufacture a Phillips head. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we have here 2 different sizes. How do we determine what size? Now that person's going to get seasick.
It's like virtual reality, but worse.
It's good still.
All right. So there's different sizes and different lengths. Usually the larger the size, the longer the length. Okay. This is a 1/4, and this is a 5/16. And that is the size of the tip this way, okay? And you want to cover how much of the screw head slot do you want to cover with this?
I don't know.
You don't have to. But
3/4.
how much? Yeah, 3/4, like 75% is what you
How
want
do you know
to. Did you say that? I'm sorry. Speak up. That's my hard of hearing here. All right. Any questions about common screwdrivers?
No.
Okay. We're going to drawer number 2. All right.
Safety wires.
Thank you. Safety wire pliers. Right?
Yes.
How do we use these?
You plug them up and you pull them hard.
Demonstrate.
Close.
Close.
Oh,
Close. I will demonstrate.
Okay, so we demonstrate. It's screwed.
This is safety wire. Okay.
They're all the same.
Not required on the test, but required by your instructor. When you cut it off,
Bend it.
tuck it back in. Why?
So it
Grenade.
doesn't go back
So it
down.
doesn't poke someone?
We don't poke people. Okay?
Where does it go back down?
So, generally this is on or around a bolt or a fastener. And we will get into safety wiring a lot. Okay?
Already know.
Safety wiring, being able to correctly safety wire is something that you will do in aviation every day. Okay? Because why would we safety wire?
So these don't fall out and hit people in the head.
Yes, and what do we safety wire so that things don't fall out and hit people on the head?
Things like important stuff.
What'd you say, Terrell?
Nuts and washers, anything that could possibly turn itself loose.
Anything that can turn itself loose.
An oil can.
Okay? So
Oil filter.
this is a self-locking nut. Does this have to be safetied?
Yes.
Yeah, no, yes.
No, it does not, because it has a locking device. Okay? There are what other types of locking devices might there be?
Loctite.
Yes.
I don't know what you mean by locking device.
Okay. So an external method to keep a fastener from rotating.
Oh, okay.
So on an engine we have locking tabs. So you'll put the nut down on the rocker arm and it will have a part of the washer that will bend up so that it won't rotate. Understand? We'll get to that under engines. Okay, it's just coming. All right. So we clamp the safety wire in the jaws. We pull taut, make sure both of them have some tension on them. If you don't, if one is really sloppy loose, you won't get a good twist. And we just pull, let loose, pull.
I thought he was gonna be.
Or you can just do it. Hand
You
it.
thought he was just joking,
I
huh?
thought you were gonna be over
Oh.
Kristen.
I'm not Manuel. I do not, manual labor is something I don't like doing, so. All right. You cut off the end, why?
It's sharp.
So
But
So you
it
don't-
doesn't twist itself.
Yeah, you don't want, yeah, it'll untwist itself. And then what do?
You bend it again.
We bend it against itself so that why?
it doesn't come apart.
Well, not really, but yeah, we don't want to poke ourselves or anyone else, right? So I don't ever want to put my arm in some airplane in here and pull it out and have a great big bloody trail, okay? It happens. Don't let it happen. Anybody want to see this? There you go.
That's it, a safety wire?
Yay!
Fancy.
Safety wire?
Yeah.
Why?
Only present I got for my birthday from you, Mr.
We
Williams.
can do it in a moment. I'm still recording here, so. All right. We'll have time to practice after the instructions, okay? Okay. That's, oops, sorry, that one. You see one other feature of these safety wire pliers, it has a what?
Line.
Line.
Green stripe.
Color code.
Goes with the green.
Alondra, what colored stripes did you put on? Green. This is Alondra's, Allie's toolbox here. You're assigned this one. All right, you see the green up here?
Mm-hmm.
That identifies what toolbox that tool goes in. And all of them are screwdrivers in the top drawer, pliers in the second drawer, wrenches in the third drawer, sockets in the 4th drawer. 5th drawer is inspection tools, okay? That's how it's gonna go. Every toolbox will be the same. Okay, somebody didn't write that correctly. All right, what are these?
C-channel clamps.
They're called what?
C-channel clamps, I believe.
V-channel clamps. What else might they be called? What kind of pliers? Let me give you a clue.
Wide mouth.
I adjusted it so they would be called adjustable pliers. Thank you.
Fancy.
Very good. All right. If I see you using a pair of pliers to turn a nut, you'll get your hand slapped.
Detention.
Don't do that, all right?
Or you can just send them to the arch.
Get the right tool for the right job. However, on the axle nuts for the wheels, you will be using this to turn the nut because we don't have a socket that big and deep, okay? It's like a 1.5 inch socket. We don't have anything. We don't have tractor wrenches here, okay? Oh, how to use this. Sorry.
That's okay.
You adjust it so that you have, see this would be over adjusted. See how it touches down here? So you want some gap here, all right? So that you can get a good grip on it. See, I can move these handles just by gripping it, all right? All right. What are these?
Pliers.
Pliers.
What kind of pliers?
Adjustable.
What was that? Was the last one. This is a slip joint. See, it's just one joint and it slips there. Slip joint pliers. You can call them pliers because they are kind of just like pliers. So then what are these?
Uh-oh. That's a knife. Oh, no.
That's a knife.
That's a super tool. But these are pliers, right?
Yeah.
And these are actually needle nose because they come to a point. Okay.
Jesus. Butterfly.
I have had a super tool ever since they came out in the late 80s because they are
Cool.
super.
Like
It's for us lazy people. But if I see you using a super tool to turn off a nut, what's gonna happen?
Kick the crap out of us.
You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm not.
All right,
Duck bills.
duck bills. Thank you, Admir. Why do they call these duck bills?
Looks like a duck bill.
Looks like a duck.
How does that look like a duck?
Comes
It
to
looks
a
like a
flat.
duck.
I don't know.
The wings
It just-
on the right,
it just-
the color scheme.
Exactly.
All right, they're called duck bills. You can, I mean, it's the closest thing I have in mass to needle nose pliers without having the actual needle part on the end. Okay?
Okay.
Next one.
Cutters.
Cutters. Somebody's reading over that.
No, just those from last
What else are these called?
Wire cutters.
Wire cutters? What else?
Zip tie cutters.
Side cutters. What else?
Tin snips.
No, that's totally different. What else?
I don't know.
Okay, so when I was growing up, these were called dikes.
What the heck?
Just saying, they're still called dikes. All right, but they're for what do you cut with these?
Me, because the
wire.
Zip ties, wires.
Wire,
String.
zip ties.
String.
It'll work.
It'll work, but what will happen if you cut zip ties with this?
It'll go door.
You'll what?
It'll
It'll
fly.
go door.
No, it won't cut flush. You see, there is a little, no, the cutting edge is inset, okay? So you will cut the zip tie. Anybody know what I'm talking about with a zip tie?
Yes.
yes.
Who does not? I heard a lot of yeses, but is somebody not? No? Admir.
What?
Second why is that shut that first cabinet for me, please. No, sorry, that's the second cabinet. All right. In that cabinet are some zip ties.
Here?
Yeah, open it up. Get one out for me.
One more.
I was like,
All
God,
right.
is that a zip tie?
This is a zip tie or a
Zip tie.
tie wrap.
Oh.
Oh.
Just, we're learning terminology here as well, okay?
Tie wrap.
Because if I say a certain word, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so that is a zip tie or a tie wrap, okay? See how it will hold something? Okay, I'm gonna cut it with this, just randomly. Woo! Okay, somebody give me your hand, your arm, and I'll run it across. No, don't take yours. Yeah, this sharp edge will cut you, and any mechanic that gets in behind you will curse you, okay? So, love a mechanic, cut them flush, or use a box cutter or a knife. There is a special tool. I will bring it from my shop later for demonstration, okay? All right. Next drawer, wrenches.
Ooh.
Okay,
Fancy.
Fancy fancy.
yes. Okay. This is a,
Wrench.
and it is also specifically a,
Big wrench.
Pocket wrench.
haven't heard the right word yet.
7/8
Fork
wrench.
wrench.
Iron wrench.
7/8.
Combination wrench.
Oh.
Oh, why? Because it has a combination of a
Socket and an open bend.
box end and a
Open.
open end, right?
Whoa.
Wow. So some of this is kind of common sense, but we have to go through all this, right? Okay, so 7/8 is normally just used on the, about as big as we get for wrenches, used on spark plug lead ends, okay? But, so anybody notice anything about the box end?
It's angled up.
Angle.
It's angled up. Why?
So it doesn't.
Oh, you get some leverage.
Leverage, what else?
So it's not flushed up against something, so then if it.
Yeah, it's for the mechanic, so he doesn't bust his knuckles flush, right? You understand that? It also helps clear the other fasteners over, if there's another fastener next to it, so you can get more return rather than just going a small amount. What about the open end? When do you use an open end?
Beat
when
people to.
No.
You
What?
have to continuously keep moving it away from the screw because it can't spin in circles.
You can do that with this?
Yeah, but when it can't spin in circles and you need to continuously keep taking it out, sometimes you do use the other end.
Okay, so when you can't reach it with this end, use the open end.
Open end.
So like on a spark plug wire, we can't use the box end, can we? Because there is a wire in the middle, right? So we use the open end. What happens if you're using an open end on a screw or a bolt that is very, very, very tight?
They're really hard to turn.
I'm sorry, what was that, Andra? It will slip, yes, it will strip the bolt. Why?
Because I don't know.
Because what?
It's rounded.
Nope.
Looks
Because,
rounded.
yes, it is rounded. That is very true. The bolt, and you're turning on the two sides of the wrench here on that nut or bolt. This is just the tip of the bolt. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. What happens is the open end will spread on a wrench if you're pulling on it too tight.
I don't know. Wait, what?
There's some things in there.
This will spread like this if you're putting too much force on it. Yeah, so that's why we always use the box end when we're doing it, okay? If we can. If we cannot, then we use the open end. All right. I think that's it for features on this one, and we will go through other wrenches when I find them. Okay. Next drawer. Okay, I have a couple of socket sets here. And this one's missing a ratchet, Allie. I know you told me. We didn't find it yet, did we? And neither did this first hour. Okay.